Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight.
Yes, holy shit. It has been a really long time, about 3 months to be exact. Welcome, my heathens, my children, my babies. This is So Be It. Yes, we are back once again. I'm your humble host here, titillating your audio holes one episode at a time. And as always, the views and expressions on So Be It do not reflect those of YouTube, any YouTube channel, any YouTube radio station, any kind of internet radio station for that matter, within the city of Atlanta or the state of Georgia. However, they do reflect those of the Haterade drinking Chiba Monkey as usual. So, yes, my friends, it has been about 3 months since I went on the air. Yes, Miss Davis, I missed you too. Bradley, the Florida boy, he's already gone. Okay, bye-bye. So, anyway, it has been a very long time. I know some of you may have been wondering where I disappeared to. Others probably didn't give a rat's ass. Well, truth be told, for those of you who do want to know, no, I did not think about or contemplate quitting. I just wanted to clear the cobwebs out and basically take the summer off. So that's what I did. Kind of clear the cobwebs out, come back fresh when the school year was, getting ramped up again. So besides all the stories I would have had more than likely would have dried up and I would have started boring the ever-loving shit out of all of you. So, just kind of bring you guys up to speed. School year ended pretty much, regularly. No real drama, no real hysteria. The only thing is that our dear principal got himself pretty much kind of ousted from our establishment. It's not really good when you have county people come in looking for you and they sit around in your school and wait for you to show up and you don't until like 4 hours later. And then you turn around and that same thing happens 2 weeks later. Yeah, that tends to not look very well. So then, of course, when you have a end of year speech and you say, I'm moving on to greener pastures, everyone in the auditorium is about this close from going, bullshit. So, yeah, very, very interesting. So, that happened. Went to the very first week of June. I took off, went to Louisiana, checked out my aunt and uncle's new crib that they have down there in Gonzales. And the last day of my stay, had my aunt come into the room that I was sleeping in, waking me up furiously, going, oh my God, tornado warning. Oh my God. Of course, me being me, I'm sitting up, I'm wanting to sleep. And I go, what the hell? Go downstairs. And sure enough, tornado warning for our area coming right at me. Of course, me being the idiot that I am, I go outside. Oh my God, like, where is it? Oh my God. Did I see anything? No. Of course not. So that was fun. And then I went to Jekyll Island sometime in July, about 2 weeks after the 4th. Still crazy ass drunken people down there ignoring all the signs and the rules and walking all over stuff that they shouldn't be, walking all over the dunes. You want to bitch slap a hoe and be like, no. And it's very, very simple, and it doesn't really matter what beach you go to. Pretty much the rules are the exact same everywhere that you go. Do not walk on the damn dunes. Like, how hard of a concept is that? Don't do it. I mean, shit. You don't see people walking through your backyard, climbing over your house to get to the road, do you? No. I mean, good God. Where's the tornado? I know, Davis, I didn't see it either. Let's see. Aha, Loiso, what's up, dude? Oh, and he's already gone too. Okay. So, especially down on Jekyll Island, I keep waiting for this. I know it has happened. Sometime it has happened, but a tourist would be walking through the dunes and gets bitten by a rattlesnake. I know it has happened. For those of you who don't really know and have never been there, Jekyll Island is very notorious for rattlesnakes. They are all over the place. I haven't seen one, but I mean, some golfers have seen it on the golf courses when they're doing their usual rounds. I'm sure they cross the road sometimes. I just haven't been there to see them, which I wouldn't want to because, to be quite frankly with all of you, rattlesnakes freak the shit out of me. So I don't really know if I really do want to see one. So other than that, I kind of spent the summer just trying to do the real estate thing over the summer, and I got slowed down really badly because the math portion, there's been some things where they haven't really explained things too well, and math has never been a strong suit of mine. In school, I completely sucked at it, and it just, I was never really comfortable with the subject. And I know there's a ton of you out there that, feel me and can relate quite a bit. So that has slowed me up dramatically, but I'm still going. I'm not going to stop because I do have long-term goals that I want to achieve and some short-term that I want to, achieve with this. So I'm going to be pushing forward as hard as I can to try and get this done here in the next month and a half or so and see if I can't get this done and over with. Aha, the sidekick is on. What up, sidekick? Rye Boy texted me about an hour or two ago saying that the two of you made it back. You're safe and sound. You're still alive. Woot. So anyway, I told Rye I'm already rewatching season 1 of Stranger Things just to see the some of the specs and everything. And my heart aches. National Benny Day is coming up. We've decided that November 7th is National Benny Day, and I will most likely make the trek out to Benny's Burgers, and we'll be eating a burger in his honor because my hand over my heart right now, justice for Benny. So anyway, that's about all I did over the summer. Get back into the school year. For all of you out there who don't believe this shit, first day of school was August 1st. Faculty and staff had to report back July 24th, although me and some of the other paras made a deal that if we went in that Wednesday, the 24th, we didn't have to go in Monday, the 29th. So I'm like, extra Monday off? Hell yes. So we made a deal. And who is Benny? All right, Loai. So Benny, in the very first season of Stranger Things, he only appeared in like the first episode. He was the guy that Eleven ran into, the very first person that Eleven ran into. She stole the fries out of his kitchen in the burger joint. Benny is the really tall, bald-looking dude who looks even more pissed off than I do. Basically, he is the very first person outside of Hawkins' lab that she talks to or communicates with and kind of becomes friendly until that biatch comes in there and shoots and kills him. So, yes, justice for Benny. So anyway, school year started super early. They shifted the academic calendar last year by two weeks, I believe. So the very end of summer kind of got chopped off just a little bit. Kind of sucks, but hey, it happens. It's happened in Florida quite a few times. So, yep, poor Benny. Exactly. Justice for Benny, baby. So, it's crazy because we haven't really been in school. Like the first day of school was 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow, exactly 2 weeks. And already there's kind of been a little bit of drama. And it's the kind of drama that, to most of my listeners, you guys kind of have a little bit younger ears. But as you get older, you're going to realize that a lot of adults pretty much act like you guys. Like they act like kids. And it's really absurd. And especially some of the drama that comes up, you look around, you're like, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, how much common sense do you have? And eventually you answer that question for yourself. You're like, how much common sense do they have? Zilchy, bruh. It's insane. And you look around, and you're like, wait a second. I thought we were supposed to be the adults here. Like, what the hell is going on? And you have no other choice but to laugh. You have to laugh at this. And because if you actually let yourself get emotional about it and get like ticked off and get all worked up over it, like, it's not going to do anything. And you're pretty much like wasting a really good, entertainment session. Just kick back, smile, and go, oh my God, this is a good show today. That's what I do. I'm only a spectator. I don't ever jump into the middle of anything. I do that on purpose. And I've been that way with everywhere that I've gone. Unfortunately, for those of you who have, listened to the episode of, the military school saga part 2, I kind of got roped into it involuntarily. I didn't really have a choice. So, that sucked. But most of the other situations I've pretty much just avoided like the plague. But like, for instance, I don't know. It's been kind of weird, like with some of the other paras. I don't know, because like I said, school just started 2 weeks ago, and already I'm getting like very, very weird vibes, very strong weird vibes. That not everybody's on the same page, and already there's not really. I don't want to say discontent, but I don't know. It's very, very difficult to describe it. It's that feeling that you get when not everything is, copacetic. You're like, all right, someone's not right. And you can't really exactly put your finger on it. And that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. Me and the other three teachers that are in the room now. We added another one because we had the drama queen, go off to high school. It's a miracle. And we had a new 6th grader come in who needs a one-on-one para. Now, for those of you who, again, live under a damn rock and have no idea what a one-on-one para is, that is basically a child that more or less gets their own parapro, gets their own teacher who is right there with them at all times. And that teacher only gives their attention to them, hence one-on-one. So there you go. You're up to speed now. My initial thoughts in the very beginning, like over the summer, we found out that we were going to be getting this other person in the room because of the student who was coming in. And I found out a lot of the details after my last broadcast back on May 22nd. And my initial worry, truthfully, and I mean, I try not to judge or anything like that and, be pessimistic or any of that shit. But I was really, really kind of nervous that this new person wouldn't exactly flow with, kind of how we do things back there, but then also the sense of humor that me and the other para have back there. Because, like, truth be told, we kind of get a little twisted. But of course, we don't do anything overly stupid. We don't say anything in front of the kids. We're very discreet, yada, yada, yada. Little disclaimer. Just for some of you ne'er-do-wells that start flipping out. Oh my God, what do you say in front of the kids? Oh my God, shut the hell up. We don't. We're very discreet. So anyway, I was a little nervous myself. I don't know about the other para, but come to find out, I'm knocking on wood as I say this because I don't want to jinx it. She's actually really cool. And, my worries were pretty much unwarranted right now. Hopefully that will not change in the months to come, because if it does, I've already got a feeling this is going to be a long fucking year. For sure. It's already been kind of a roller coaster, because for those of you that have followed my school stories, it has been already an insane start with the kid's mother, which, again, I'm knocking on wood as I say this because I haven't wanted to jinx it. The kid has actually been doing very, very, very well. I was nervous about how much he was going to, retract and regress, and I was going to have to just spend an ungodly amount of time retraining him with everything that I had taught him, because at the end of the school year, for those of you who remember, I had him pretty much right where I wanted him. Like, yes, he's not doing the sexual shit anymore. He's, engaging. He's willingly getting up from his computer corner, coming over, participating. So yeah, I'm stoked. Like, yes, because when I first started, for those of you that remember, I never thought we would get to this point. just because of how insane he was acting. But lo and behold, we turned a corner. And at the very end of the year, we were basically the last 2 months of school, me and the other two teachers, we were on cruise control. Like, yeah, baby, I will take this any day. So when we got back, my initial thought was, okay, I'm going to have to really reel him back in and just start from base one all over again. But lo and behold, my babies, no, that is not the case. For at least the very first 2 days, the first and the second, it was like we never left. And I was absolutely ecstatic. Like, I cannot emphasize that word enough, how freaking awesome it was. We came in and he's a little rocky, but got him started again and he picked up on it and we went right back into it. And, you know, all of last week, which was 5th through the 9th, there were a little bit of rough spots. He started testing the waters on me. I'm like, biatch. Don't you dare start backtracking on me now. No. Because it's one of those things where it's kind of the same thing when somebody gets a very high position of power, or any kind of power for that matter. They don't want to lose it. Let me see here. What school do you work for? It's a middle school here in the Metro Atlanta area, out a little bit northwest of Atlanta. So, yep, I'm in. I guess, Luiso, you're not really up to speed. I'm doing special ed now, if you didn't figure that out. But it's a little bit different than what I was doing, you know, down at the military school. So, but I'm used to it now, and it's actually not that bad. You know, it's pretty good. Pretty good gig. I didn't think it at first, but I do now. So, but anyway, or, you know, you get a position of power, or if you make progress on something, you make a lot of progress, and you almost get kind of like this feeling, this desperation feeling that you don't want to lose it. You made all these gains, and you are just absolutely hyper active and fearful of losing it. Same exact situation here. You know, I did not want to lose all the ground that I had made with him, because he has come so freaking far from where we were when I first met him back in September of last year. So, but nah, other than testing the waters just a little bit, everything has been very, very good thus far. The new kid, I was told that from his other schools that, you know, he's a little bit of a behavior issue. He, you know, kind of acts out. He has temper tantrums and does all this other stuff. And I know it for a fact, and anybody with a brain cell is already thinking this too, I'm sure, that at some point the day is coming when he is going to have one of these bad days. And I told the pair of his one-on-one, I said, look, I don't know if you've thought this through this far yet or not, but if I were you, I would go ahead and start getting it mentally in my head that, okay, eventually the good times are going to stop. And there is going to be a day here, whenever, where there is going to be just a bad day, and he's going to be off the rails, and it is not going to be a good day. I don't want to say he's going to go insane, but, you know, there's going to be a bad day. You're going to have a bad time with him. It's just going to happen. You need to accept it. But having said that, if that does happen, you have 3 of us to fall back on should you need it, which is a really good thing that we have going on back there, because the support system is really good. At least to me, it is. I don't think I could ask for any better, truthfully. And I won the lottery with this group. I love this group, and I wouldn't want to trade it for anything in the world. So, all good there on that front. So, the only other thing that's kind of been really dramatic has been the kid's mother. And I know those of you following the story, you know how much of a pain in the ass she was last year. Well, no change this year. It has already started. For his transportation in the morning, it is pretty much the same for right now. Nothing has changed. For the afternoon, we've gone from having him ride the bus in the afternoon, and, rather than being home, she goes and gets the other kids and then goes for him, which stupid as hell. So the bus ended up bringing him back several days in a row, which, luckily our new administration, thank God, is finally stepping it up and going, yeah, we're not having this. You do not dictate the terms. And I'm throwing up my hands in the air going, thank you, God. Finally. Like, I could have used this about, 4-6 months ago, but hey, who's counting? I'll gladly take it now. We've gone from him and riding the bus in the afternoon, which obviously doesn't work, to having him sit up in the front office and wait for dear old mommy to come and get him. Well, that apparently stopped working. And so now I take him to another building on the far side of the campus, and his mother picks him up in the back lot. Like, what the hell? Seriously, get your shit together and come and get your kid. Because that's what was happening. She would be going and getting her other kids first and then coming back to deal with her kid at my school. I'm like, are you serious right now? Asinine, absolutely asinine and infuriating. And I know I may sound a little weird. You guys might be hearing a little bit of sniffling. I'm recovering from a pretty bad sinus. It's not an infection, but it's just a really bad flare up. I'm currently recovering from, so sorry if I sound like absolute hell. But anyway, I'm like, come and get your kid. Like, what is wrong with you? You are literally 5-10 minutes down the road from the middle school that you work at, doing the exact same job that I do, and yet you're getting there super late and doing all this other crap. It's like, come on. This lady, I swear to all of you, when she was younger, she should have been sterilized to where she didn't have kids. Because literally, she is probably the worst person on the planet to have kids. She never should have had any, at all. Because she's the last person who needed kids, period. And B, definitely the last one who needed a special needs child. Because, truthfully, I'm in a better position to, be the kid's parent than she is. I could do a better job than her. So, I mean, I know it'd be rough, at home, and it would be very, very different. But at the same time, it's like, I would have to do better than her. There's no way I would suck compared to her. It's impossible, just the way that she is. Totally, utterly impossible. So yeah, there's already been a little drama on two fronts, which I'm already smacking my head like, oh my God, we're not even through the first month of school yet. And already, second week, this shit's already flaring up. So that's why I'm like, oh, this is going to be a really, really long one for sure. So I've already started a countdown for fall break, which will be late September. So I'm already aching for that. So that's really about all of the the news right now. So I plan on doing the show Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, getting back to my regular format at 9. So for all of you who want to tune in and check it out, tell your friends, your neighbors, hell, tell your creditors and lawyers. They need love too. So if there's anything else comes up, drama related, anything like that, you guys will be the first ones to know. So until then, I got to say, good night, my babies.